So here's a pretty simple way to figure out the notes per second of a certain section of a song. This can be used for either rhythm gaming purposes or just music in general. So the formula goes beats per minute over 60, which will get you beats per second, times notes per beat of the section you're looking at, equals notes per second. So there are a few variables we have to find before we can get our notes per second. The first one being BPM, or tempo of the song. So to figure that out, if you're looking at sheet music, just look at the tempo marking up top and it'll tell you. If you're using it in Guitar Hero, you can pull open a chart in Feedback or Moonscraper, and for the section you're looking at, just find the tempo marking to find that variable. If you're just listening to music though, your best option is to tap along to the beat in the metronome, and that'll give you the BPM. And if you don't have a physical metronome, you can just use a special app online. Just type in tap BPM into Google and you'll come up with several options. I'll show you one now. This is one I like to use a lot, and I'll link it in the description below. But all you have to do is tap on any key on the keyboard along to the beat of the song you're listening to. So we'll do that real quick. Okay, so it looks like our average is 160 BPM, so we'll use that as our value. So we'll have 160 BPM over 60, but we still need to get our notes per beat for a section. So let's use the section I just stopped on for our notes per beat, but we'll come back to that in a bit. So if you're looking at sheet music, just find your rhythmic value of the notes, whether it's 8th notes or 16th notes. If you're looking at a chart in a charting program, look at the quantization value. I put these notes per measure values. It'll have them as fractions. So you see quarter note, there are 4 notes per measure. You'll see that listed as 1/4 in Feedback or Moonscraper, and that goes for like quarter note triplet. It'll be listed as 1/6. So that tells, the denominator will tell you how many notes per measure there are. So how to get from notes per measure to notes per beat, since this is divided by a 4/4 measure and there are 4 beats per measure, just divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, 6 divided by 4 is 1.5, 8 divided by 4 is 2, and so on. You can even go under quarter notes and go half notes and whole notes, and there'll be decimal values lower than 1. You can go beyond 30-second notes. There's no limit to it. So, and then another way to find it, if you're just looking at the chart and don't have a charting program to open, is to count the notes between the beat lines. So here are the beat lines here and here. Make sure you remember there's a beat line at every half beat. It's a little softer, so make sure not to count that. Start on the beat line, don't go on to the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 notes in this beat, and that's a constant rate. So 12 notes per beat is our value. So now we have 160 BPM over 60 times 12 notes per beat, and that'll get us our notes per second. So let's plug that into a calculator. (160 beats per minute divided by 60). This is our beats per second times 12 notes per beat equals 32. So that means this section right here is 32 notes per second. Hope this helps. Please let me know if you have any questions below in the comments, or just let me know if you have any other methods to how you figure out notes per second. Thanks.